What is going on, everybody? It's Complexity, and I am bringing you 10 scary videos to freak you out by Nuke's Top 5. Channel link in the description along with the video. Let's go ahead and get ready to get scared. I love paranormal stuff like this. I would love to do some paranormal investigations of my own, but let's check this out. Let's see if we get freaked out.
This next clip allegedly comes from CCTV cameras in an unknown city in the Philippines.
See, CCTV cameras, closed circuit TV, like these are some of the more like believable ones because it's like who's gonna take the time to edit like something that is made like, you know, on security camera. Those are the ones that are way more believable than like people who capture it on a phone or on a camcorder or something.
A woman in a red hoodie is seen walking along a city street, but the CCTV camera image becomes very strange.
Was it gonna blur? Okay, she's walking. With like a flicker? That could be chalked up to just like you know, the camera messing up or something. Motion blur enabled on the camera, so yeah, this could really be like chalked up to like motion blur or something like that, so I don't really think this is freaky.
As you can see in the clip, the video seems to glitch in a very bizarre way, making it look as if the woman's head disappears multiple times. But oddly, the rest of the video is perfectly clear. Now, in the Philippines, there's a strange superstition that says that if someone appears in a photograph without a head, it means that that person will soon pass away.
Okay, a photograph would be different, right? Like if they just took a picture and her head was gone, that would be like, okay, yeah, that's a little bit more, that's a little freaky. It's a little freaky, but this could easily be chalked up to like, you know, color correction, motion blur, something of that nature that just isn't, you know, it's not gonna get me. It's not gonna get me.
Creepily enough, a few minutes later, and this happens.
Oh, there's more?
The unfortunate woman is accidentally struck by a runaway taxi van, and it is said that she did actually pass away as the result of her injuries.
Okay. There's a little bit more concerning there. There's a little bit more concerning there, given the fact that oh man. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know, but that is spoke too soon.
Just like the old Filipino superstition says. Now, this clip immediately went viral on Philippines websites and social media, but no one knows the original source of the video, which leaves us to wonder, is this real proof of the paranormal? Or is it just an old malfunctioning CCTV system? Or is it all just a very elaborate hoax? As always, you decide.
That is a question though. It's like what they lost like control over it and it just went speeding. Like, did the brakes give out or something? I would like to know a little bit more about this.
Nightlight.
Just like some Final Destination shit, man.
A woman named Brenda says that late one night while she and her husband were sleeping, their home security camera caught this strange event at 2:45 in the morning.
Oh, close to the witching hour. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how people do like interior cameras, man. Like you might see something that you don't ever want to see, and if you ain't got the money to move or something, you know, eventually it comes to the point where they're trapped in. You know, you're trapped in there with them, not the other way around. Oh, hey, yo. And the dog
The
just
family
chilling.
dog perks up as a bright light flashes and what looks like a pale little face seems to peek out of the door. Then a shadowy figure about the size of a child seems to be standing in the hallway before disappearing, just as the little pale face peeks out of the door again.
Dude, see, that's what I'm talking about. Oh man, now don't get me wrong. That would be. I'd be like, dude, if I see that, pow, 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 like we getting to going, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't. Oh man, when you have interior cameras and stuff, like you might see some shit you don't want to see. You know, it's kind of like how when like they're like, oh, you eat like 5 spiders in your sleep or something, but it's another thing to actually like wake up to eating it or something. You know what I'm saying? Oof, I don't know if I could ever do interior cameras. I think maybe like in the garage or something, but even in then, because like some people have attics in their garage. I don't know. Would you do interior cameras? Like, would you be too scared to see some shit you don't ever want to see? You know, because there is that out of sight, out of mind element.
Brandis and her husband Sky have never posted or even experienced anything paranormal, and they say they have no idea what this could be.
It's just the neighborhood kid.
Something at the door.
He heard you guys had snacks.
Chase Beckstead and his wife Rachel are staying overnight in the house of Rachel's recently deceased grandfather. The elderly man had passed away in the house only 1 month earlier. So the couple is just settling in for the night when suddenly something happens that is downright creepy.
His Gramps coming back to spin the block? Is that what's happening?
How you doing? You okay?
I don't know.
You a little freaked out?
A little bit.
So,
Yeah.
We were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you.
Damn, that gonna sound like you fucking the door. It sounds like it's getting it on with the door. Giggity giggity goo. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I am a shoot first and ask questions tomorrow type of motherfucker, okay? Because if I'm seeing some shit like this, I'm assuming it's a person in my home. So I'm up in the pool on that. I'm just going to town, okay? I'm talking full mag dump. And when the police come and they're like, why did you just, shoot 18 bullets out of this? I'm going to be like, look, here's the video. I thought there was somebody on the other side. I Swiss cheesed the motherfucker. Like, you can't. I'm going to be like, fuck your door, bro. Fuck your door. You can't slam a door. You can't move a door if you ain't got no door.
Like, we've literally had to put the bag up against the door.
Oh, that mug was
We're not
throwing
sure.
it. Aw, fam, you just let it in. That motherfucker just came right in. Damn.
And like,
He's like,
we're
yo, I was
literally
playing
just-
with he's like, yo, what, yo, why you cock blocked? Oh man.
Even though there's no drafter,
It's just mice. it's just the house settling. 12 gauge. A lot of people are like, how do I get rid of a ghost? Holy bullets and 12 gauge shotguns. Go all full on Constantine with it.
air current in the house, the bedroom door begins to randomly move as if it's being quickly pulled back and forth by some unseen force. Understandably, Chase and Rachel are pretty
Why do you have so much play in your door too? That stuff's supposed to be like pretty damn tight. Like I don't even think I could do that with my door.
shaken up by the strange, unexplained phenomena. They decide to just pack up their stuff and leave the house.
Yup. Okay. These people would be invited to the quinceañera, okay? Because they're oftentimes, I don't know what it is about white people, but y'all be loving the craziest of shit. You got all these white women out here freaking adopting pit bulls that have like killed 20 kids or something. Then oftentimes you got all these people, man, these white people will just be like, oh shit, something's in my house, I better go to sleep. Meanwhile, the rest of us, who have cultured people who have a very rich culture of crazy wackadoodle ass shit. We be seeing, we'll see a cup tip over and we're like, sana culita, and we're just like, we're out, bye, adios.
But this is when things get even creepier.
Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed.
Oh, it doesn't want you to leave. Damn, that was loud. He's like, no, come back.
Oh my gosh.
Don't be a bitch.
Okay. Yeah, we're out of here. Rachel's already in the car. I'm leaving. Like, I don't know what's going on.
As Chase is
You gotta be able to, like, I'm gonna be honest, you gotta be able to like break your lease or something, or go to like the mortgage company that you're paying out and be like, look, y'all sold me a haunted ass house, okay? Y'all sold you I did not know in the freaking agreement that this place came with a third roommate, okay? We did not agree to this shit. I want my bills lowered. I want my mortgage lowered. Or this bitch might not be here tomorrow. We gonna burn this place down.
gathering their luggage, the bedroom door slams shut right behind him. And again, it begins to move back and forth, this time even faster than before.
That
Chase
motherfucker was
says
going
that
to town. That motherfucker was going to town on that door.
Has no idea what could have caused the strange movement of the door. Some video commenters believe that this was the ghost of Rachel's recently deceased grandpa, but some think it might have been something more sinister that had taken up residence in the house.
Why would Gramps be like trying to? Was Gramps senile? Because he did open the door, right? The dude opened the door and then closed it, and then it started going again. Was Gramps senile? And he's like, oh, he's just like, I can't do. Open the door, Sonny. Open the door. Yeah, no, your place got some shit up in there, and it's time to get skididdly daddle.
But what do you think? The follower. It's around 5:30 in the morning, and two girls are on a hike through the mountains in
Listen, I don't understand how people can go hiking without a blick. I don't understand. At least a knife, bro.
the Philippines with a large group. The girls stop a little too long to take some pictures and accidentally get left behind by the group. The girls run to catch up with the other hikers as one of them films, but her camera captures something truly bizarre.
Naliligaw kami, guys! Naliligaw! Wala ni mga kasama namin!
Yeah, you can't be waiting around too
Wala ni mga
long.
kasama namin.
Oh, is that it right there? Is that it right there?
Kailangan namin sila.
Yo! Yo! Yo, it's right there. Yo! See, this is why you can't like be filming behind you. This is situational awareness. You are in the woods, okay? You are in the helm of like actual predators. And I'm not just talking about lions and bears and hyenas or whatever the fuck they have over there in Thailand or Indonesia. I'm not gonna remember. But it's like you gotta be situationally aware because you never know who might be out there, man. That's why I'm saying you gotta keep the blicky with you always. It's up like it's stuck, bro.
Habulin. Kasi maliligaw kami.
Yeah, it's right there.
Gagi, malayo na sila.
Yeah, there it is.
Wala.
Right there. Right there. A little shadow keeping the, like constantly, like, what is that? Like maybe 15 feet away? Couldn't be me, bro. And now it's gone.
Did you see it? As the two girls run along the mountain trail, way back in the background, some
That isn't even way back. That's like 20 feet, maybe. That's like 20 freaking feet, bro. That ain't too far back. That, bro. I am an avid lover of hiking. I loved doing it when I was in the Marines and everything. Don't get me wrong. It's like ass having to have like 100 pounds of shit on me, but like, you gotta keep situational awareness, dude. I remember one time at MCT, we were out in the mountains of San Diego doing night drills and stuff like that, and we could hear the yotes, right? We could hear coyotes that were all around us. Like it sounded like at least a couple of miles away from us. And when we set up camp and everything, and we were all chilling and whatnot, we could actually see like deer that were on the hillside next to us, you know, like a mile away or so. And as the night progressed, we could start hearing the howling of coyotes and, you know, wolves or whatever the fuck was out there. And then, you know, it's pitch black because you're out in the fucking mountains and shit. And you just, you know, you come up out of your little, your little tent or makeshift tent, whatever you got. And you just got eyes, like not surrounding the camp, but like on the hills and everything. You got eyes and all that. And it's because they're tracking the deer, right? They're tracking the fucking deer. And we just so happen to, you know, have deer around us. So motherfuckers were like, yo, what's Gucci? Now there was like 100 of us and we were all packing rifles. So, you know, they weren't about, you know, they didn't want that smoke. But you gotta be freaking, you gotta head on a swivel.
Strange
Especially if you're a female.
shadow figure seems to be following them. But a little bit later, the mysterious dark figure has just disappeared.
Yeah.
The girl who posted this video says that she and her friend were completely alone and they have no idea who or what this could be.
Most
She says
likely,
that she
most likely a who.
only noticed the shadowy figure when she watched her video back later. So, what do you think? Was someone stalking them through the remote woods? Or just what is this?
It's too tall and too skinny to be an animal.
You decide. A short stay. A guy named Brendan has a YouTube channel where he camps in his van in some strange and sometimes very dangerous locations across the UK. In this video, Brendan decided to camp overnight.
I would love to do this. I would love to get like a camper or like retrofit a short bus or something like that and just travel the country and just like stay in it and everything. That would be so amazing. Now, van life sucks, don't get me wrong, you know, showers, bathroom and all that. But I think that would be like probably one of the more purest forms of like seeing the world and experiencing the world would be going with a camper. Now, of course, you run into a lot of problems with that, is like income and whatnot. And you gotta keep that thing on you like 24/7 because you ain't never know. You know, one of the scariest things you could find out in the woods is a person, not an animal. Let's be realistic.
In the coastal village of Jaywick in Essex, England. Now, amongst other things, Jaywick is known as one of Britain's poorest towns and has
Even more of a reason why you got to keep that thing on you, because if you go into like, you know, these dilapidated homes and dilapidated towns and shit, man, motherfuckers out here, they gonna kill you for a can of soup. So you know what I'm saying?
a very high crime rate. In other words, it's not really the best place to be camping overnight in a van. But
Yup.
that doesn't stop Brendan.
A little town in England called Jaywick, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, as soon as I'm in the area, I just had to go and see it.
Brendan searches around and eventually finds a place to set up camp that is just outside of town and kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, bro.
I'm alone, but
And he's in the UK, so you can't even have the switchy.
I mean, there's no other houses around me, so it's not as if I'm alone in a housing estate.
Brendan sets up
Man.
his bed in the van
It is pitch black.
and then lies down for a night's sleep. But
That shit
around
look comfortable
2:30 in
as
the
hell,
morning, things take a terrifying turn.
Again, the witching hour, bro. I mean, you got a poor person, man, who sees a car that's running. Yeah. Hey! Ooh. Yeah, it's a person. People are way scarier than freaking any entities out there.
That was has now gone.
Yup.
I'm gonna get out of here.
That's why you keep that fire on you, bro. And see, here's the thing, right? If I was to ever do something like this, not only am I getting like reinforced glass, but I'm putting like a small cage on that glass too, right? Because nowadays you can go and get a glass breaker at your local Home Depot, your local Home Depot, your Walmart, your Lowe's, your mom and pop shop or something. So I'm putting myself a nice little like cage outside of it, and making it like so small you can't get your fucking hand in there. Now, would that be an issue if you ever lock your car keys in there? Yeah, definitely that would be a bit of an issue. But again, I always, I'ma just bop that motherfucker, and at least you can't. It would take some doing to get inside. That's what I'm saying. You gotta get out of there, fam. You're taking way too long. Like the moment I heard the glass, I'd have just hopped into the front.
Someone with a flashlight.
I would have just hopped into the front. Boom, boom. Though if I'm like, put it in and get the bump, I'm just like, oh well, I ain't going back to check. I'll give a damn.
It skulks around outside Brendan's van, trying the door handles, before smashing the window to get inside.
Hey!
Luckily, Brendan yells and sends the intruder running. He then hops in the driver's seat and just gets out of there. Brendan makes it out safe, but obviously is very shaken up by the whole ordeal. He decides to not only leave the town of Jaywick, but to drive all night, 3.5 hours, all the way back to his home.
I just,
that boy was shook.
quite frankly, just wanted to go home. I was really, I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good 3.5 hour drive.
Smart man.
Back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
Despite this frightening encounter, Brendan still goes camping in his van and posts his adventures over on his YouTube channel, Brendan Explores. If you see something that
I mean, you can't let one little thing, stop you and all that, of course. I would, however, up the security on your van, bro. Get you a nice little cage, bolted on, interior bolts, with the lips on the inside, and get that done and everything. You're good to go, bro. And I know you in the UK, so you can't have a blicky, but you could have a machete, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? So motherfucking like break into there and you just... I'm just saying.
you think would be perfect for the top 5,
Send
email
it
me
in.
at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to
Hell
tag
yeah.
me only at nukestop5official, because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Get
Yeah. But to everybody out there who's just trying to get an easy bag off of somebody else's content, like, fuck you. And I know I'm saying that as a reactor, but I'm not at least pretending to be somebody else, like, fuck 2 middle fingers in a cloud of dust to people who do that. Fuck you.
out. A guy named Carter moved into a new fully furnished rental house. But not long after he moved in, he began to experience strange things and hear unexplained noises. Late one night while he's asleep in bed, he hears the creepy sound of what seems to be someone hitting keys on the piano in his living room.
I can't, dude. I can't do it with musical instruments like that. He's just trying to play you a little tune. Yeah, it's just Beethoven, bro. Who's there? Why do people ask that? Why do people is anybody there? Like, first and foremost, if someone's breaking in, do you honestly think they're gonna be like, yo, what's up, bro? I'm just breaking into your place. Like, I hope you don't mind. And if it's not a person, if it's an entity, like, one, do you think they're actually gonna respond? And two, if they do respond, that's not like, do you really want them to respond? They'll be like, yeah, I'm just haunting you, bro. Don't worry about it. Go back to bed. I'm practicing my A minor over here. Don't worry about me.
Carter decides to lay on his living room couch to try to figure out just what is going on with the piano. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
Why would you? Bro, you're
piano-
not in the optimal position. You're laying down, bro. You ain't ready to defend yourself if something pops off, man. Oh, jeez.
Plays again and a chair moves, and Carter decides that he's had about enough.
Get up
He
out of there,
decides to leave
fam.
the house to stay with a friend.
Yup.
But as he is leaving, he manages to capture this video.
Damn, more? Yo, that's its
As
house
Carter
now.
heads for his car,
That's its house now, bro. Ain't your home no more. You thought you moved in? No. It moved in.
he sees his TV flickering and his lights randomly turning on and off inside his house.
I'm gonna fucking have
Now,
a party.
usually when people watch these videos, they say, well, if the place is so haunted, then why wouldn't he just move out? Well, that's exactly what he did. Carter
Smart
moved
man.
right out of that house. And the end of this haunted story, I guess.
Smart man.
Hiding under the car.
Now, I will say one thing, and a lot of people aren't going to want to hear this, but oftentimes it's not the place that's haunted, it's the person. Now, typically that's only if the entity latches onto you, and I'm not a ghost whisperer, okay? I'm not a ghost whisperer, but if you move and it continues to happen, you haunted. Not the place, but you haunted.
Covers. A video poster who calls himself Celtic Dabs works the reception desk at a creepy old hotel in Arizona.
That's a fire
One
name.
day, his coworker shows him something very strange that keeps happening in one of the rooms.
Yo. Hey, yo. What is all of this? Yo. Somebody couldn't make it to the bathroom? What's going on here?
What the?
Jump on it.
No.
Jump on it. Bro, if that was me, I'm jumping on that motherfucker. I'm gonna do you a fool. Like, just you want to fuck with me? Let's do it. I mean, it looks like the size of a rat or a hamster. Obviously, he's gonna pull the sheets up and nothing's gonna be there. But I'm dropping the bow on that motherfucker. Like, no way. You want to hunt me? You want to hunt me? I'll drop the people's elbow. Let's get it.
Yeah, cause let me hit it now, and then
Yeah.
Yeah. Teacher who's boss.
Bro.
Something seems to be moving around in a strange erratic pattern under the bedsheet. But when Celtic's
I wonder, okay, because one way to explain this, not actually not, because he hit it. So if it was like in the mattress, he would have felt it.
coworker slaps the sheet, it just disappears. Celtic says that each time the sheet was tidied back
Yo, maybe it was mad because somebody obviously couldn't make it to the bathroom. Maybe it was like, yo, what the fuck? Why you out here shitting on me, bro?
up, the same weird phenomenon would happen again. So, just what do you think this could be? Also, if whatever is under the sheet isn't enough to scare you, well, just imagine staying in a hotel that put sheets like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, either that's something, but I can't tell if that's blood, like if that's red or brown. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather it be brown than it be red, because if it's red,
On the bed. Honestly, the thought of sleeping in those sheets scares me more than whatever is moving around under there. So either way, this video is truly disturbing. Night call. Late one night in Pueblo, Colorado, an emergency call comes into the 911 dispatch center. But whoever made the call hangs up almost immediately. The 911 operators trace the call and find that it came from Imperial Memorial Gardens. Well, the weird thing is, Imperial
funeral
Memorial
home.
Gardens is a funeral home.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Surrounded by an 80-year-old cemetery. And it's 3:30 in the morning, so no one should
Witching
be
hour.
there. Now, as standard procedure, the 911 emergency operators call the funeral home back to make sure everything is okay. And
That was just little Susie trying to get some DoorDash. That's all it was. It's all good. No, don't worry about it. It's just their most recent intake, just being like, "Yo, hey, I'm not actually dead. Could you send an Uber?"
Someone answers the phone. This is what the 911 operators hear.
Oh, someone answers the phone?
Here.
Hello, 911. This is Erica. How can I help you?
Hello from the other side.
Hello? Hello?
It almost sounds like I don't know if you've ever used radios, but it almost sounds like cross static radios where somebody's like on the same frequency but very, very far away to almost to where like it's not even connecting off of the same frequency. I've had to use radios multiple times in my life, so I kind of know the sound, but it does sound like that, like somebody's like stepping over the same frequency, but obviously this is on fucking phone lines. Hello
There's
from the other side, or however that Adele song goes.
Static, and a quiet male voice seems to say something a few times, but then the call just goes silent. Again, as part of standard procedure, the emergency operators send the police to check out the old funeral home. But when the officers arrive, they find the funeral home locked up and all the lights are off. No one's there. Now, I tried to clean up the call audio as much as possible, but there's just not much there.
Hello?
Okay. I will say this. Whenever you like do this whole clean up the audio thing and you try and put the words on screen, unfortunately, humans, we have a tendency to do pattern recognition. So when you put the words on screen, it trains our brain to actually listen and hear for those words. So whenever you have something like this, the best way to go ahead and tell whether or not you hear something is to listen to it with your eyes closed. Now, I know that sounds stupid, but like close your eyes, listen to it, and see what you hear.
There.
Hello? Hello?
So the only thing I actually heard there was potentially something saying help.
Hello?
So, just who made this call? And what do you think they might be saying? Lurking in the dark.
It's just Brad.
A man in South
It's just Brad. He wanted a pizza. He didn't know who to call, you know.
Wells walks out to his car very early one Wednesday morning to head off to work. It's just before 5 a.m. and the rest of the neighborhood is still asleep. No one else is around, and the man doesn't notice anything unusual. But later that night, as the man checks through his security camera feed, he sees something that sends a shiver down his spine.
Oh, is he going to see another person or like a shadow or something walking around? Yo! Ooh, that I don't think that could be chalked up to camera glare. I don't think that could be chalked up to like camera glare or something like that. Nah, that's whoo, somebody was walking on through there, bro.
His car, some lumbering form seems to appear out of nowhere, quickly hurrying away. And then, whatever this is, simply disappears into thin air. Now, the figure moves at a very odd angle and speed for this to be a lens flare. And considering that the rest of the video is in sharp focus, it seems very unlikely that this is some kind of compression error or problem with the camera. So, just who or what is this?
You know, I got a question. Why is it that like every time that there's like some entity or something captured on camera, it's either blackout like nobody's business or freaking like wedding gown white? Why do we never see like a blue entity or something, you know, decked out in some orange or something? Like, why is that never the case? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always like blacker than midnight or white like, you know, a solar flare.
Scurry videos.
Scurry.
So I like to end these videos with the stuff that kind of starts off scary and then just gets weird and kind of goofy. Speaking of which,
Hell yeah.
TikToker Dre in Dallas experiences something spooky in his home, but instead of chasing it down to record with his phone, he goes the complete other way.
Come on, where you hide her stuff at?
Mama, where's my Gucci? Oh, it's a ghost in her.
No, I'm not. Come on, Janae. Come on, Janae. Janae, come on.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying, dude. This is what I'm saying. Okay, you got a little color on your skin, and we already know, bro. We done grew up with too many things. It's Outsky David. This one, bro. That's what I'm saying. See you later. Old bro was like, I ain't doing no investigating. I don't give a damn. I'm not here to contemplate. I'm Outsky. I'm here to just. He even said, "Come on, let's go. We out." That's a man who's got shit to live for.
Come on, where you hide her stuff at?
Mama, where's my Gucci? Oh,
No.
it's a ghost in her.
No, I'm not. Come on, Janae. Come on, Janae.
Come on, we
Janae,
leaving.
come on. Janae, come on, freak. Come on. Janae, come on. It's a ghost in this mother.
Next up.
And it's hecka funny too because she like, oh damn, there's a ghost in her. Oh, that's good spirits. That's good spirits, man. Wow, I didn't mean to make a pun, but that's really good. It's good spirits.
Now, this video from Matt Sowards was shot on a country road in the middle of nowhere with
Country
no
road,
other cars around anywhere.
take me home.
Do not ever do this prank to someone who is driving.
Oh, it's a prank, bro. Bro, I remember back in the day when motherfuckers were trying to come out of the like the forest and stuff, dressed up in like clowns and stuff. Whoo, whoo. I don't know why you would ever test somebody like that, dude. I'm telling you, if I was driving, right, and I got the stick, and a motherfucker come out charging at my car with like a clown mask. Like we ain't sitting here. There ain't no, it's just a prank, bro. I'm swerving on you. I'm coming in, bro. It's gonna go from it is a prank to it was a prank because you just got moved over. Okay? I don't understand why people think that this is like that type of stuff is funny or anything. Like if you're going to like a haunted hayride or something, I get it, I understand. But you are testing motherfuckers and you don't know what they got on them. You don't know like what their level of fear and paranoia might be. Cause I'm telling you, especially if I got fam or friends in the car, bro, I'm telling you, I am dumping and I'm not even pulling over to see if you're dead. It's just straight. Boom, 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 boom. See you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 1, hilarious. 2, stupid. This is why women live longer than men. This is so much like that dude could have just swerved and you're all gone. It's over. The drive is over for everybody. Jesus, take the wheel. That man's spooked.
So, in case you missed it, the guy in the backseat hangs a life-size cardboard cutout of a
And that's the one that always will get you. The one that you see like right out of your peripheral, right? Because you're like, what? Ah, dude.
zombie out of his window and dangles it in front of the driver's window. And the driver slams on the brakes and freaks right out.
Don't prank the driver, bro. La verga, highway.
Now, lately on this channel, I've
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe when you're parked, but man, y'all could have been sent to the upper room with that.
Shown many kids scaring their parents for their own amusement. But you see, this segment is very different because TikToker Katie Funny Guy makes videos where he scares the shit out of his wife and kids.
Okay. There's a level of wholesomeness to like some of this stuff. On the other hand, bro, you're torturing these kids, man. Eventually they're gonna they might find themselves in a situation where they need to be scared and they're not.
Never say nothing. Never say never.
Oh, dude. Ooh, don't ever try that on me. I'm telling you, I swing first and ask questions tomorrow, bro. You going to sleep. Bam! Just
Hello.
It seems like they have a really good dynamic though, which is awesome to see.
Right here, I'm right here. Bye, Jay. Bro, what you doing, man? What you doing? This too damn loud.
That's a good dad. You know, you could sit here and be like, oh, he's torturing his kids. Cause like I did say that, you know, but of course I'm saying it in a joking manner, but that's a fantastic dad, you know, to be having such a wholesome time with his kids, being in his kids' life and having fun with them. And they're all in on the job. That's awesome.
But now recently, Katie Funny Guy had an experience where something
and that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Because I wonder if the kids are going to react the way that they should, or if they're going to assume it's their dad pranking them. Because if it's the latter, it might be time to reel back. It might be time to reel back.
Gave him a little taste of his own medicine.
Oh, they pranked him back. Okay. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, I ain't do that.
I was creeping. I'm talking about, yo, I was shook. What would you would have done? Hell yeah, I'm gonna peek around the corner. For real. Look, I was scared too. I just ain't show it.
So I think the lesson here is if you keep scaring your family yourself, then the ghost in your house might take that personally. Anyway, thanks for watching.
He's like, that's my job, homie. That's my job. You can't be taking my job.
And hopefully I'll see.
Shout out to Nuke's Top 5 channel and video link in the description below. Fantastic stuff. I love doing this stuff. Comment down below. Where did you get scared? How would you react? Likes, comment, subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. I Open Complexity. Shout out to all of you lovely people.